Good morning, afternoon, and evening, one and all, to episode number 63 of F1 2019 Career Mode. Here for the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos. A circuit where we never have the best of luck. Let's get straight into it, folks. The weather looking bit meh, as you would expect it for Interlagos. It's going to rain at the end of qualifying. Useful. There's our contract as we head into our penultimate race with the Renault team. And let's have a look at the R&D tree. Not that I bet much will be done right about now. So we're still third best in engine, second best in aero, and third best in the chassis department. Interesting to say the least. Let's have a look at the R&D. So it looks like Toro Rosso have bought a mega upgrade, as have Mercedes. Looks like Force India, Alpha have brought some upgrades as well. Everyone else is sort of plateauing, as they say, so probably saving up for next season. that would be my understanding of it, if you get what I mean. But yeah, it looks like everyone is there or thereabouts, shall we say. Nice to see Mercedes doing an upgrade. So let's have a look at the championship standings, shall we? We won the championship way back in Singapore. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Then we're followed by Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, Roman Grosjean is 6th, followed by Alex Albon, Lucas, Justin Weber, Sebastian Vettel and Kevin Magnussen. Round out your top 10 in points. In the Constructors, we won that back in Japan. Go check that one out. Ahead of Haas, McLaren, Williams, Mercedes, Ferrari, Racing Point, Red Bull and Toro Rosso and Alfa, who are still yet to score. Although with that big upgrade, you never know. Kvyat and Stroll could get very, very lucky around Interlagos. It's happened before. So that being said, we're going to get practiced and then we are going to get qualified. And on the other side of this, we will see each and every single one of you, hopefully, for what should be a very exciting and good Brazilian Grand Prix.
As surely as the sun rises in the morning, the Brazilian Grand Prix packs out the grandstands and creates incredible drama. Title deciders, heartbreak, triumph and home glory. All these and more can be found in abundance here at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Poole. They've had a fantastic campaign. It's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
It really is well deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Roman Grosjean, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Ricciardo, Vettel, Kevin Magnussen, Poole, Butler, Perez, Leclerc and Daniel Kvyat. Weber, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Sainz, Valtteri Bottas and Gasly, Hülkenberg, Albon, Max Verstappen and Lance Stroll. Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Yeah, you can see we didn't have the best of qualifying. Once that rain came down, we were buggered. But it is P6 for us, behind them McLarens. So I don't think we'll be getting too much out of today. But there is today's strategy. On a bit of an equal strategy on the softs and the mediums, but we might try a little sneaky undercut, see what we can get off Lewis Hamilton. which I doubt will be much, but you never know. Hello Yoshi in the background right there. So well, let's try and get the job done, folks. So here we go, folks, the running of the Brazilian Grand Prix from pole. Well, no, second on the grid actually, and fire lights are out, it's lights out, and away we go. Actually, no, it's not sixth. It's sixth. I got my numbers completely mixed up there and completely gone wrong. It's a 4 wide. Oh, somebody's wing flew off there. I think it was the force in, the racing point behind us, I should say. But we're soon to be 3 wide. If these two don't sort out their own personal stuff, we'll send it flinging down the inside. It is 3 wide. It's 3 wide behind us as well, and we've managed to get it through. Fair play. Don't know how we managed to get it through there on Vettel, and I believe that is Weber. Because it can't be Magnussen. Magnussen's always nowhere to be seen. Whoa! Almost into the back of the Ferrari. That could have ended nasty. Then surprised it didn't end nasty. Actually, into the back of Danny Ricciardo, into the Pico de Plateau for the first time, and now down the hill we go. You see that McLaren's already steaming away. Hamilton's already gone. Ricciardo's there. Grosjean's in front of us as well. Grosjean should be an easy pass. Oh, it is Magnussen behind us. I do apologise. I thought it was Weber. But Lucas Justin Weber is obviously having a bad day at the office as we get ready to line up Danny Ricciardo into the centre S. And if we're not careful, we'll get Grosjean as well. Get a double toe into the centre S and go fling it down the inside of Danny Ricciardo. Almost into the back of Grosjean. We'll pay for that one later, I'm pretty sure. But that's up into P3. As we go down the field, there's Danny Kvyat. He's got Charles Leclerc all over his rear wing. Leclerc's going to go to the outside as one of the Red Bulls has gone to the inside of the other one. I think that's Gasly on Sainz there. See how that paid up, but Leclerc's passed Kvyat into P9. And it looks like, well, let's see how that all worked out. So Sainz was trying to pass Leclerc, and Leclerc just got, and Sainz just got boxed in. Here comes the man Gasly, flinging it up the inside. Fair play to that man. Will he get the job done through the centre S? He's got the outside line. He's got the inside for the Curva del Sol down to the Sabina del Lago. And yes, he does. He's got him big time. And well, there's V. Oh, yeah, I thought he had him, but he's come back. He's going down the inside, outside of the Pico de Plateau. Excuse me. I'm hiccuping all over the place here as Nico Hülkenberg is. That's Bottas right there. So Bottas is down in P16, he's about to be P50 because he'll super out the outside of Hülkenberg, no hassle, no fuss. Well, he should do, and he does do. So there you go, that is P... Oh, as Grosjean gets very defensive. Wait, hey! That's on the ground! Oh, yeah, I tell you what, this is going to end in tears for somebody. Grosjean wants to watch where he's going. I'll put his front wing off in the trap as we fling it down the inside the centre S. There's how you do it, Roman. You try that again, we'll have a problem. And a big problem with that. I need to go after Hamilton here. As we go to Danny Kvyat. He's got... whoa, he's almost put the man Gasly in the wall. This is getting rather crude. Almost 3 wide, actually, into the centre S. Here comes Carlos Sainz, bringing it up the inside. Where did he come from? Sainz and Gasly have pinched Kvyat's pocket, and he's down to P12. Let's see this side by side down to the Sabina del Lago. And oh, it's getting a bit of a mess now because I think Kvyat's about to lose out to Weber. Yeah, Sainz has got well, Weber is actually just absolutely thrown around the outside. I think Weber has pinched not only Kvyat's pocket, he's just pinched Gasly's pocket as well. That is incredible racing, folks. Lucas Justin Weber out of nowhere, he'll go round the I forgot what that corner's called. The Pico de Plateau, that's what that corner's called. I get them mixed up there, Portuguese, that's why. As we go to Danny Ricciardo, he's got Kevin Magnussen all over his outside. This is the battle for P4, and I think Magnussen's going to get up into P4, so Magnussen's actually having a stellar race. So could Magnussen be the one replacing us at Renault? With everyone else on the sidelines as we see that Hülkenberg move. That's Perez. He's got Leclerc all over his back end for P8. I do think Perez has wing damage though. So we'll see as because past. No, he doesn't. We did see a bit of wing fly off. I don't know who it was from though. As we go onto the main straight, Grosjean's got Magnussen is a man on a mission here, folks. I do not believe what I'm seeing. He is a man on an absolute mission. Up the outside of the ZRS. There we go. And he gets him. Job done through turn 2. Nice one. We saw at the back there, we saw Sebastian Vettel all over the back of his ex-teammate Danny Ricciardo from P5. Going to the outside of the ZRS. Will he do the same thing that Magnussen did? Just fling it around the outside and hope it sticks. Well, it didn't stick for him this time. You got big time Devon Butler all over his rear wing. Ricciardo's going to keep for the moment, but they're down to Sabina Delago. Watch big time Devon Butler. He's going to go 3 wide possibly. No, he's not, but if he's... Oh, big lock up from Ricciardo, and here comes Butler. But no, Ricciardo's just going to fling Vettel to the outside. This is great wheel-to-wheel action here, and he's kept P5. Well done, the Aussie. Aussie. Yes, yes, yes. As we go to Sainz now, he's got Weber. Weber should be a man inspired as well. He's gone to the outside of Carlos Sainz, the Spaniard in the Haas. Will the German get him? Round the outside of the ZRS, he's only gone and done it. Fair play to Lucas Justin Weber. What a move there by that man. As, oh my God, Albon's almost in the fence. And Albon's gone for the late one. Big dive bomb on the inside of Kvyat and Bottas, and they've both been squeezed, and Bottas has pinched them both. You absolute mental finish. Whatever, they're still side by side down to Sabina Delago. Albon is all over the place. Sort yourself out, man. He's a man possessed by lame duck. What a move. They're still going. They're still keeping this going through Ferradura. Up the inside will go Albon, and finally he gets his man, but that was mental. Absolutely mental as Verstappen has dropped to P18. He's got Raikkonen flinging it up the inside of the ZRS. Fair play to Kimi if he gets that move. I don't know why I put Giovinazzi here. Giovinazzi's nowhere to be seen. He's actually right behind him. Raikkonen does get the job done for P18. As we see what happened between Grosjean and Magnussen. I think Grosjean's going to get that position back. Yes, he is. Thank you very much, says the Frenchman. I'll take that off you. They could be teammates next year. You never ever know, do you? Never ever know. As we see Sainz and Weber continuing this fight for P10, and Sainz takes it back off Weber. That was always going to be a foregone conclusion. Now, lap number 5. Here comes big time Devon Butler. He's got Charles Leclerc, who's been on a charge. He's been on an absolute monolithic charge, folks. And no doubt, because that Haas is mega powerful. And here he goes round the outside of the ZRS and through the inside of Curva del Sol, and he takes P7 off big time Devon Butler. But behind them, excuse me, we saw Hulkenberg and Stroll fighting out for what number is that? P16. Yeah, gotta be P16, because there's Raikkonen coming into shot, and Hollywood Lance Stroll is holding him off nicely. Will Hulkenberg fall susceptible to Raikkonen? Hulkenberg has gone to the outside of Hollywood Lance Stroll. That's never going to work. I'll tell you now for a fact, that's never ever going to work. And nor does it either. But right behind him, you saw Raikkonen and Verstappen, and they're still going at it through Ferradura, and Verstappen's just took P18 off Raikkonen. That was very, very cheeky there. As we go to Weber. He's up the inside, up the outside. He's gone inside, outside. Weber and Gasly are absolutely punching, trying to pass Perez here, and I think Gasly's about to pinch Weber's pocket. Don't do that. You've been caught with your German pants down, your German lederhosen around your ankles. That is stupid, to say the least. They're going to continue this through the triple hairpins. Excuse me, through the Beaker to Plateau. And it's going to keep on going, keep on running. I think he's going to get him through the Monero corner. Yes, he is. Is he? Yes, he is. Weber's got that position back from Gasly, but great wheel-to-wheel action between the two there. As we go to Grosjean and Magnussen. This is lap number 6 starting right now. As Magnussen flings up the inside of Grosjean. See you later. See you later, says the Dane. See you later, P3. He's back on the podium. For the moment, anyway. So look at this gag. We got Perez, we got Weber, we got Gasly, we got Bottas. Weber makes the move quickly on Gasly. Oh my God, Gasly trying 3 wide. They're already 3 wide behind Weber. Side by side for CRS, but Weber's got Gasly sorted. Has Bottas got Perez? Yes, he has. That's sorted out very quickly. if you don't mind me saying, as Stroll's finally found Danny Kvyat, and Stroll's going after it. Look at this. Stroll is going at it, and Stroll to the outside, and Danny Kvyat, big lock up from Kvyat. We usually don't see that off Stroll, but Stroll's got the job done at the moment. Around the outside of Curva del Sol, they're going to be side by side down to the Subida del Lago. We're looking at the wrong camera there. We got that camera right there, so we can see what happens with Stroll and Kvyat. They're still side by side through the Subida del Lago, through the kink, and now up to Ferradura. Oh, Stroll's getting very fresh, and he's just hung Kvyat out to dry for P15, I do believe it is. There's Grosjean and Magnussen. Magnussen's always puts Grosjean on the grass there. Watch Ricciardo behind him, and that's Grosjean's position back again. Thank you. See, all the while these lot are fighting, they're giving me the chance to go get after Hamilton in that OP McLaren as Gasly locks it up going into the Subida del Lago and trying the outside of Lucas Justin Weber, but Weber keeps it in there, and that's P10 for him still as we go to Perez. He's trying to be passed by Alexander Albon. Albon to the outside of the Mexican, down into the Subida Lago, around the outside, big swoop, and that was job done nice and easy. Albon pinched him right into the apex, and that's P13 for the Thai Brit driver. Meanwhile, starting lap number 7, these two are still going at it. These are going to be trading blows all race, I think, Magnussen and Grosjean. Magnussen must be auditioning to take over my seat when I vacate it. Well, he's just moved into P3. I bet he loses it into Subida del Lago. You watch. There's Ian Paul's broad prediction. As we go to Leclerc and big-time Devon Butler. Where's Butler going to go? Round to the inside of the ZRS. That's going to be a brave one. If you make that work, follow Vettel, and you might make it work. Still side by side through the Curva del Sol. He's got him. That's great from big-time Devon Butler, but Leclerc's got the DRS. We'll see how that works out for him as Bottas was blocked off by the man Gasly, I do believe, for P11. He's going to go to the outside of the ZRS. Trying to make this one work. He should do wheel-to-wheel action. Great camber work there through the halo. Seeing how they were side by side. We're looking at the wrong camera again. We want to be looking at this camera, and Bottas easily past the man Gasly. Will Albon come through? Oh, there's a shit gaggle going on behind him, and here's why. Look at that run that, who is that? That's Stroll and Kvyat. They've got on Perez. Perez is done for. Stroll and Kvyat may carry this on into the first corner. They're certainly going to have a go. Absolutely fantastic action. Look at that. All nose to tail there. We're going to have to see how that one works out for them. As we see Grosjean, do want to tell you, they'll be side by side again through down to the Subida del Lago, but it looks like Magnussen is actually going to keep P3 this time, so, whoa, that's a new one. Now, how did this gaggle end up? There's Hulkenberg being blocked off by Perez. You got Raikkonen having to go at Verstappen. Hulkenberg to the outside, Perez. Raikkonen to the outside, Verstappen. Hulkenberg's got Perez. Has Raikkonen got Verstappen? No, he hasn't. They're still side by side all the way to Ferradura. And up the inside he's going to go. The Finnish world champion on the Dutchman, who could be world champion if Red Bull give him the tools in 2020/2021. I think you're going to look at 2021. Personally, if he hangs it there, he's got this position still. Excuse me. There you go. Told you. P18 for that man. Meanwhile, let's go on to lap number 8. Here's Weber and Bottas. Bottas has finally broke free. He's finally got into the points almost. Just going to get past Lucas Justin Weber. But Weber's going to make that Mercedes very wide and very uncomfortable. Speaking of very wide and very uncomfortable, look at the speed differential that Vettel's got on the man Gasly. That Red Bull is struggling. That Red Bull's also down to P12. Unbelievable. How did that? We didn't even see Vettel come past. Now look at this mess. Oh my God, that was close. Raikkonen almost into the back of Verstappen, but he's absolutely picked the pocket of Perez. Where's Perez? Oh, he's gone to the apex, so Perez is behind him. Where's Verstappen? Verstappen's got Giovinazzi all over his rear wing. Jesus Christ, that was very close through the kinks on the way up to ZRS. Speaking of very close, Weber and Bottas are still close to each other. Weber should be past Bottas should be past Weber here. That's a fact. But he's not. And speaking of, but he's not, Perez and Still trying to get passed by Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen went for the late one. Oh, Perez made that too easy. And Verstappen is up into P18. Right then. Here we come for our pit stop. Oh, some action going on in the corner here. That's Grosjean. What's happening with Grosjean? He's not about to be passed by Ricciardo, is he? 18 men holding. Oh my god, we got so much action going on here. What else we got? We got Gasly and Albon. Sorry, no, we got Weber and Bottas in the top left. We've got. Or is it the bottom right? I don't know actually. Who's that in the bottom right? That looks like Albon and Gasly. That's been sorted. There goes Weber and Bottas. Grosjean has lost out to Vettel there. I think Vettel's just picked both Ricciardo and Grosjean's pockets there. And Weber's kept that position on Bottas. Incredible action there. Only kind of action you're going to see on the Rockstar Pool 69 channel. As Hulkenberg easily gets past Danny Kvyat for what was P15. It may not be P15 and now that we've pitted. Although I've got a feeling it will be as Raikkonen and Verstappen go at it. Raikkonen almost blocks Verstappen off down into the king spot. Verstappen easily past Raikkonen. Well, it should be easily past Raikkonen. And up to P17, I believe that is P17 as we go to the fight for P19. We saw it in the background. This is Giovinazzi and Perez. Giovinazzi is, struggling. He's struggled all season. That Alpha really does struggle for some reason. But he's up into P19. Meanwhile, we've come out behind Alexander Albon here. And we need to get past him and get past him pretty smartish. But we can't because up ahead, the man Gasly's almost absolutely ruined somebody's race there. Whoa, Albon and Gasly. Oh, whoa, where did we come from? Where have we gone? Oh, we're off the circuit. Are they going to call that an illegal overtake? No, they're not. What the hell's going on there? Now we've got double box action as, who's this? I don't even know who this is. I think this is Weber and Bottas. Yeah, Weber and Bottas in the box. Oh, that's why we're seeing that pass again. Don't know why we're seeing that pass again. I think someone in the editing department's having a mare. We're gonna have a word with him. He's an absolute twat, if you don't mind me saying so. As Albon and Gasly continue this fight down into Sabina Del Lago, and he's got P12. So P11. We're in P10. Now, what are we going to have a go at here? Who's in front of us? Bottas and Weber. That's going to be an interesting one. Where are we going to come out in relation to them? Well, no, we're already coming out. So there's Magnussen on the minimap. You saw Ricciardo and Butler. Bottas is now in the pits. So here comes, Hamilton. So where do we come out in association to Lewis Hamilton? I wonder. Into his garage of 18 men holding rubber. And out he goes. Where do we come out? I think there's us somewhere back there. I don't quite know where. There's one of the Ferraris. We weren't that far away from a Ferrari. Oh, there we are. There we are. We're now double boxed here as we head down Sabina, out of Curva del Sol, down Sabina Del Lago. You see Hamilton in front of us. Where are we going to come out? Oh, we were just pushed wide, and then we just drive around the outside of him. Yeah, have that P5. Yeah, prick. P5 and then some. Right, we've got to get after Hamilton on these, because our mediums are now warm. So we got to go. We got to go. We got to get some. Oh, that's useful. We got to go, and we got to get some. We got to go, and we got to get some. But getting some means we've got to try and get up to the back of Hamilton pretty darn quickly as we go. Oh my god. We almost lose it out of the Monero corner on the grass. That would have ended one way and one way only, and that would have been with us retiring like an absolute moron. We haven't had a DNF in this career. That is unusual. Don't say that. That's famous last words, somebody said. Right, okay, fair enough. As we head down to Sabina Del Lago, we're back in the lead now. Everyone's cycled their pit stops. Magnussen's in P3. still. I would have thought Grosjean would have been up there, but he's not good enough for the Frenchman. He's got a competitive car. He needs to do a lot better as we go through Ferradura. You can see the back of the field just going through the main straight now. That's how quick are. There's Perez, and he's not too far away from Giovinazzi. So we'll see how that ends up as we go into the Bica de Plato, and now down the Monero corner. What's the gap to Hamilton here? We've got to have to put quali laps together.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode.
We're going to have to put quali laps together. The gap is at 1.1 second, 1.194. So we're literally just outside DRS zone. That is absolutely heartbreaking. Because I reckon if we get DRS on this guy, we're going to beat him. And we're going to beat him until his wheels fall off. As we go through the Senna S, give that corner a little bit of a cut there. Meanwhile, on lap number 13, here comes Sebastian Vettel with Roman Grosjean. Maybe Grosjean finally got the message, finally got the wake up, but it looks like Vettel's going to have him some. And round the outside of Senna S, up the inside of Curva del Sol, he'll keep P4 for the moment. And behind him, we saw big time Devon Butler. He's defending from Leclerc, and Leclerc around the outside. Fantastic move up the inside from Charles Leclerc, and that is going to be P. Well, it's P6, isn't it? Yes. As who's this coming down the main hill here? That would be Vettel and Grosjean. I don't think we should have seen that. I think that should have been somewhere else. As we see. Oh no, that should have been right there. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I'm getting confused there. Bottas now past Weber for P10 as we go to Hulkenberg and Verstappen for P15. Oh, that should be an easy job for Verstappen. Got DRS. He's going up the hill. That Honda pushing him past that Mercedes. And ever since we left Racing Point, they've struggled. Meanwhile, we'll come back on to lap number 14, and here comes Roman Grosjean again. He's got Leclerc all over his rear wing though. He's trying the inside of Vettel. I don't think that's going to work. No, it's not. Oh, that's so frustrating, so annoying, but he's going to have another go. You got to watch Leclerc behind him though. Watch Leclerc, Grosjean. You get past Vettel and I guarantee you that you'll be a lone duck. You're better off sitting behind him. Get the DRS up the main straight, and he takes my advice for once. Not for once. Well, he should take my advice, but if he doesn't take my advice, I come along and I could smack. Absolute whack. Ooh, almost losing it through the Monero. But the gap now 0.965. It's been fluctuated up and down, side to side, round and round. We do have the DRS this time. Now you're in trouble, Hamilton. Now you're in trouble. We've kicked into overtake 220 mile an hour, almost up the main straight through the Senna S. He's right there. We're gonna have one chance, and one chance only, to beat him. And I think it's gotta be in the Senna S, because if we don't get Senna S, then we're in trouble as we set the fastest first sector of absolutely anybody. Speaking of absolutely anybody, I think Verstappen's a man on the move. He's just absolutely blitzland Stroll for P14 before the Senna S even came into view. That's what we want to do. We want to do something like that. As we go to Vettel and Grosjean for P4. Grosjean going to try the outside of Vettel. I don't know how long he's expected to sit behind that Williams without Leclerc striking, but he wants to get a move on. For fuck's sake, as Ricciardo and Bottas. Now Bottas is on the move. He's going to try and pass Ricciardo here for P9. Round the outside, we'll go to Finn on the Aussie. Aussie! Bye. Into P9 goes Valtteri Bottas. And speaking of Finns, here comes Raikkonen and Giovinazzi. I tell you what, Giovinazzi's improved a little bit. Didn't think I'd say that, but yeah, Giovinazzi's improved a little bit. And they're having a good battle over P17. So give him some credit. Meanwhile, on lap number 16, looks like Butler has decided to get past Carlos Sainz. Or Carlos Sainz, I should say, is trying to pass big time Devon Butler. And you don't want to do that, not with Bottas lurking, but Sainz has got the job done. Up into P7, that is. as we go to Sebastian Vettel fighting with Roman Grosjean again for P4. But good luck, Grosjean just can't get past. He cannot get past that bloody German. Meanwhile, speaking of we can't get past, we're only 0.6 behind Hamilton. We've got to make a move, and we've got to make a move soon, because we've only got 2 laps to go coming over the hill here. As I'm about to get the news of what time my brother's back from his trip up north. He doesn't even know what time he's back, actually, which is good. But look at that, 0.5. It's closer than 0.5. It's got to be closer. We're going to have to really punch it out of the Celeres and down to the Sabina del Lago. But I don't think we're going to be close enough. We're going to have to follow him for another lap. We've got 2 more cracks at this. Whether we get there or not, I don't know. As Butler and Bottas have finally got to Devon Butler. This is going to be P8. And round the outside is going to go to the Celeres, and he gets the job done. Yes, he does, up into P8 as Valtteri Bottas. As we go to Lucas, Justin Weber and Danny Ricciardo. Weber to the outside of Ricciardo into the Celeres. That's a good move there from Weber if he gets it done. It looks like he does. Well done, the German P9. Well, P10 he should be. Up ahead though, Vettel and Grosjean. Come on, Grosjean, wake up! Oh my god, I'm getting frustrated with Grosjean here. Mind you, Vettel's not doing much. He's doing the worst defensive driving you've ever seen. Speaking of the best defensive driving you've ever seen, Lucas Weber's just let Ricciardo go past him and back into the points. What's he playing at? I don't think he knows what he's playing at some of the time. As we go back down, we're still behind him. We're not going to catch him. There's only 1 lap of fuel left, and there deserves to be no laps of fuel left. As Grosjean and Vettel keep their fight going. Come on, Grosjean, for fuck's sake, get past him. Oh my god, what's he doing? If Leclerc gets past him, I'm going to throw this book at him. Because that's what he deserves. And speaking of what he deserves, Weber's going to get past Ricciardo here, up in a P10. Get you some, Weber, good man. Up in a P10, that man goes. Now come on, I'm going to lose my on Grosjean in a second. Because he's been poor. He's been poor, and he's been outdone by a German. So, what's that say about him? Not a lot. Speaking of not a lot, Ricciardo's going to have another go at Weber here. Although Weber might have to watch Albon behind him. Oh, Albon's pinched Ricciardo's pocket. Oh, you bugger. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. But look at this. We're not even close. Again, the bridesmaid at Brazil. We lose. It's another 2nd place.
Good job, you did really well.
Oh, bugger. Mind you, 2nd's better than nothing, folks.
What a fantastic Grand Prix that was, and an excellent win for McLaren. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, a commanding performance that I think had the audience's eyes glued to him for the majority of the race.
So then, Renault have done it. This result puts their victory beyond any doubt, and they're champions of the world once again. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
So yeah, no little bit of the bubbly. Look at that, we were faster than Hamilton, we couldn't get past him. Oh, that McLaren's mega. What more needs to be said? Absolute mega ship. P1 he was. Look at that. We were faster by 2/10. Magnussen, great third position for K-Mag, Kevin Magnussen. Vettel, Leclerc, Grosjean finished 6th. I give up. Sainz, Bottas, Devon, Butler and Lucas Weber round out the points. No retirements, but Perez finished last. I've got a feeling we know why. From 8th as well. That's... oh, you can't be doing that. You got to be putting those chances away. Right, I'm going to go beat Grosjean's ass because I want to... since Germany, he's been rubbish. Oh well, let's go and see you-know-who then. Dear me.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy.
You've been watching porn again.
You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
Well, I suppose to go from 6th to 2nd, yeah, we were somewhat cutting our way through the field, but, you know, when the car handles like this.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
You can have 2 words about those collisions. Fuck and you.
That was a close finish. How were things
Oh,
between the
that
two?
was a good fight with Lewis at the end, but, you know, we'll go with the sportsman answer. It's pushing us both here.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Glad it is. Always the bridesmaid at Brazil. Always the bridesmaid. But we've won our rivalries with Roman and Lewis, so that's another few resource points that we're not going to be able to spend. I still can't believe that, man. We were so close. So close, but yet so far. That's what I mean, the AI are just so OP at Brazil. So OP, it's unbelievable. Shut up, Jeff.
We were sweating those last few
Shut
laps
up,
on the pit
punk.
wall, but you brought it home.
Oh, well, let's have a look. Oh, God, I don't fancy any of these.
This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation.
Lewis Hamilton's McLaren around Monaco, Britain. Yeah, could go for that. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a bit miffed that that we didn't win that race. But you know, it is what it is. So as we look at the constructors' standings, let's go for 15 likes on the video. We can do it all together, and I think that's an achievable target nowadays. And you can subscribe for more F1 2019, NASCAR Heat 4, Snooker 19, Monster Energy Supercross, as well as other live streams available throughout the week when you hit that notification bell. And when you do, you get notified when we go live and when a new episode goes up, usually around midnight UK time. Couldn't be simpler, folks. So guys, thanks for watching. I do hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time for the Season 3 finale, we'll see you all on the start line in the next F1 2019 career mode video. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Let's go and do this challenge with Hamilton.